Hello friends, welcome back. Welcome back to SZ204 Lab 7 Exercise 3. Here is the lab scenario. You can pause the video and go through the scenario one more time if you think so. So far we are done with 1 and exercise 2. Here in this video we'll work on exercise 3. Okay, so that being said, let's begin the video. Okay, so here exercise 3, it says write function app code. Task 1 is to create key vault derived application settings. So for that we need to go to the resource group. We need to go and look for our resource group called secure function. From there we need to go and open secure function app, and then we need to go to the configurations option under settings section. Okay, and from there we'll go and configure. So let's complete step 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, so I'm going into resource group. I'll look for secure function. It's here, our resource group, and we need to go to the function app. So if you see here, secure function. Okay, Azure is our function app. Now under settings we need to go to the configuration. Settings configuration here. Okay, now if you see here we have an option to create application settings. So let me just click here, plus, right, it says new application settings. So now here we need to add two values, name and value. Okay, so let's go back to the URL. Now here in the application settings tab, select new. Okay, in the add edit application settings pop-up window, name. Okay, this is what we need to give, and in the value, construct a value by using the following syntax: @microsoft.keyvault, and here we need to put our secret URI. Okay, so let me just go and paste this value here. I'll go back here, I'll copy this value, and okay, let me just go and open the notepad, this value. So I'll copy this particular value from here, and let me just go and update here, Control V. Now I'll copy the entire thing, I'll go back to the Azure portal, and I'll paste the value here. Okay, so if you see, this is how it looks like: @microsoft.keyvault secret URI equals to the value that we copied earlier. Okay, now this is deployment slot setting. Let's go and verify. So here deployment slot settings, text box to default value, so nothing to select. Click on OK, click on save, continue. It says updating web application settings is done. Perfect. Let's go back to the browser, save changes and continue. Okay, so here we are done with the task 1. Task 2, it says create an HTTP triggered function. So here we need to create a new function. Okay, so for that we need to go to our resource group. We need to go and open our, okay, this is the resource group name. We need to go and look for secure function app, and from there we need to go to the, from the app service blade, select the functions option. Okay, and then we need to go and click on plus add button. Okay, so what I will do is, let me close this one. I'll go and open our resource group, secure function, and then our function app, which is here. We need to look for functions, and then here we need to click on plus. Now from here we need to create a HTTP triggered function. So this is here. I'll go and select this one. Now we need to put the name, function name, and we need to select the authorization level. So we'll go back to the browser. So which is the template, we need to function name as file parser and authorization level is anonymous. Okay, and then click on create. Now so function name is this one and authorization level is anonymous. Click on create function. So basically here we are creating a new function or HTTP triggered function in our function app. Okay, so we are good here, it's done. Now we have our function ready. Our function name is file parser. Now let's go back to the URL. So now here it says in the function blade, select code plus test option. Okay, from the developer section. Okay, and then in the function editor, find the example function script. Okay, delete all the code, and then in the function editor, copy and paste the following piece of code. So I'll copy this one. Okay, let's go back. I'll go here, code and test. Now, so here whatever we have, we need to delete. I'll paste the code which I copied earlier. Save. Now what it says, save and test and run this particular piece of code. I'll click on save. Now it says here we need to pass some input and we'll see the output. So here in the input tab, select run. In the output tab, observe the output message test successful. Okay, so this is what we are expecting here. Let me just go click on run. It should give the result as successful. It's here, you can see, right? Test successful, right? So our HTTP trigger function app is working fine. Okay, so here we are done with task 2 as well. Task 3, it says test the key vault derived application settings. So for that, delete the existing code within the run method of the script and observe the run method, which should include this particular thing. Okay, so let's go back here. We'll close this one and we need to delete this piece of code. Okay, now here, so we are okay here. Now we need to add the following line of code to get the value of storage connection string. So this is the property that we need to fetch. So I'll copy this one and I'll add this piece of code here in our main method. Okay, so this particular string here, we are just going to fetch the storage connection string. Okay, now add the following line of code to return the value of the connection string. Okay, let me just copy. So here in this particular variable connection string has the value, and here we are returning the value. Okay, save. Now let's see what is next. Observe the run method. Your function or your run method should look something like this. Okay, so we are good here. Now we need to save and test this particular code. Output is observe the output connection string returned from the function. Okay, so we are expecting this particular value connection string. Okay, so let me just test and run. And here input, I'll simply go and click on run. So here I'm expecting value of my connection string, which is here, right? So we are good. All right, so here we are done with exercise 3 review. In this exercise, you used a service identity to read the value of a secret stored in the key vault and returned that value as a result of an function app. Okay, thank you for watching and I'll catch you in the next video.